Why, hello everybody, and welcome back to Random Vids. So, as you can see, I'm going to be talking about something about Super Mario 3D World. And that is going to be the top 10 worst Super Mario 3D World stages of all time. So, little history about 3D World. Super Mario 3D World came out on the Wii U in 2013, and it came back on the Switch in 2021. So, as you can see, this is the Switch version because the music, and you can see the Bowser Fury head in the distance. So, without further ado, let's get on the top 10 worst Bowser Fury stages. Number 10. So as you guys can see, here at number 10 is... I forget this level, it's so bad. I'm just kidding. Honestly, this level isn't horrible. I actually have seen worse. Like, there is definitely worse levels, and... what the heck is happening right now? Anyway, as I was saying, I mean, let's start with the positives. This stage looks pretty. I think this is the only stage that has taken place in the fall time, which is a really cool, interesting change of pace. The problem is that it is a fairly hard course, and I'm gonna tell you right now before we move on to any others, is that I hate hard levels. They are by far the most ridiculous things that are ever invented. I swear to God, they are the worst things ever invented. All of the hard stuff, and spoiler alert, a lot of the things from Mario Galaxy 2 to Mario Odyssey, a lot of the levels at the very end, the very ridiculous hard levels. Spoiler alert over. So, why is this one so bad? Well, so there's a lot of enemies everywhere. Most likely you will get hit by at least one of them. And we have all these stupid rotating platforms I always have to hit the switches on. And there's one fairly ridiculous green star choice as well, and that is right behind a waterfall. I can't tell you how many times I died because of this stupid level. Like, seriously, the only positive thing I have about it is that it looks nice. But other than that, this level definitely isn't the best. But it's definitely not garbage either. There's more worse stages. So with that out of the way, let's move on to number 9. So here at number 9 is another level, I forget what it's called. I think it's called Chainlink something. But this is, well, as you can tell already, an auto-scroller. Besides the hard stages, my second least favorite thing Nintendo makes is auto-scrollers. Man, I despise these type of stages. Why the heck do they make auto-scrollers in the first place? Sometimes they go too slow, and other times they go way too fast. And they're just some of the worst stages, and they mess up some what can be pretty interesting and fun stages. I mean, this one is no fun at all, too. It is definitely on the harder side, as you can see, and it just, yet again, is not for me. I'm not the only one who doesn't like this stage. I know a few other people who dislike this stage as well, like my brother, for example. I mean, I can completely agree. This one is just bullcrap. I mean, look at all those chains, and if it's hard enough avoiding all those chains, imagine that, but also an auto-scroller as well. Like, combining, oh my gosh. This stage definitely is not my favorite, and the reason why it's worse than the last one is because it doesn't look nice like the other one did. At least the other one looked nice. It's the only fall stage. This one doesn't look nice. It looks like a last-minute idea that was just put together just because they ran out of ideas. And that's horrible because this is only World 3. And we're already running out of levels? Wow. Altogether, this stage is pretty bad. So let's move on. Number 8. So here at number 8 is some sort of rolling one. Literally, I don't know all these stages. I know some of them that I'm putting on this list, but some of these beginning ones I don't remember. There's one positive thing I really do have about this stage, and that, actually two. One, it looks pretty, and two, I like the music. I think the music's pretty good, but it's literally the same music that we heard the other 2 times as well. So what's so bad about this stage? It looks pretty, the music's good. Well, I'll give you a hint. Mario is standing on it right now, and he just fell off of it. Behind the scenes of making these videos. Anyway, where was I at? Oh yeah, this level. So you have to stand on these odd moving cylinder things, and you're trying to get them to move. And if you fall off, you will fall to your death. So, this is one of those levels I always struggled on when I was a really young kid. And it's a level I still struggle on today, as you can see. There is some really long cylinders, short cylinders, like there's so many cylinders. This should just be called the cylinder level, or my more preferred level, the hard level. I hate the type of levels that you stand on stuff and you just try to make them move. Some of my least favorite, I know, I'm saying that all the time, but that's because Nintendo has made a fair amount of bad levels. Another type of levels I really hate is the snake block levels. Those are the ones where you stand on those where you stand on that tiny green platform and you try to move. Look, I am here to play a game, not try to play a snake block level. Like, what the heck is this? This level just drags on, and it's just no fun at all. After this, you're ready to play some Bowser Fury and just forget this stage ever existed. Like I said, though, there was still worse than this. I mean, you thought this was bad. Oh, just wait till what we have next. Number 7. Of course, one of the stages that I'm putting on this list is one of the stupid 100-second ones. Yet again, another thing Nintendo loves to do, and that's the 100-second ones. I really don't know why Nintendo decided to do that, but it was definitely not a good idea. I mean, sometimes it's fine, but this time it just wasn't fine at all. I mean, this one you have to go, go, go. There is no waiting around, no playing around. You have to do it. If you don't do it, well, time will run out. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's just such a horrible decision, and I hate those type of stages. Like I said, though, most of them aren't horribly bad. Like, obviously, there's some I like more than others, but this one definitely is not one of them. Out of all the time stages, I felt like this one was the most stressful out of all of them. You really have to be on your feet if you want to beat this one, and I am serious. It is a pretty bad level. Like, after this level, I'd rather just play some actual good stages, like, I don't know. Just good stages, but I'm not going to spoil them for other videos. Altogether, this stage is bad. And it's a shame, because I really loved the original stage. It's too bad this stage had to ruin it. And I didn't even talk about what this one is called. Whoopsies. This one is called Sunshine Towering whatever. Towering Sunshine Beach or something like that. Like I said, it's just a horrible... I hate the concept of running around for only 100 seconds with limited timers. And that's why this one is worse than the 3 we've already talked about. There's not much add about this one. It's bad, so let's move on.
Number 6.
So here, at number 6, is Searchlight Sneak. See, I remember this one. This one, you have to walk around and hope that you won't touch those stupid spotlights. Because if you do, that's what happens. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, right? But imagine, but this is only the beginning of the stage. Imagine later with a bunch of spotlights and a whole bunch of enemies. There is no getting away. This one is definitely one of those speed runner levels, and it's a pretty bad one at that. I mean, of course it's bad. If it's on the top 10 worst 3D World stages. I hate the ones they just have to run around through. Kind of like last time, where it was the 100-second timer. The only problem is at least that one looked pretty-ish, but this one just doesn't look pretty at all. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like you're gonna enter Bowser's Castle any moment now. And that's probably what this stage was going for. It's a pretty bad one. I just don't... I don't like how the spotlights are right where you would normally walk. That just really kills it for this stage. Honestly, maybe... Okay, that just happened. Honestly, this stage might be a little better than the last one. I don't know. They're both very close. But this one, I would say, I don't know. I just don't like the whole thing where you try to not get hit by the spotlights. That just kind of destroys the stage. I'm sorry. So, I mean, there's not much I have to add. Let's move on.
Number 5.
So, if you can't see, this one is yet again another one of those snake block type of levels. This one... One sec. This one being called Grumpalum blah 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 blah. So, as you remember last one on the rolling cylinder one at number 8, you had to roll across these really weird cylinders and not try to fall off. This is literally the same thing, but worse. Because now you can't jump at all, and these are squares. Squares are a lot harder to run across than cylinders are. Like, what? Both levels are hated by a lot of people, and I'm definitely one of them. As you can see, I'm dying just by showing you guys how hard it is. Now, something I've learned, and I think pretty much everybody has learned, is to not jump across these things. Because if you jump across these things, you'll be miserable. You'll have such a miserable time. But even running is hard on it as well, as you can see here in the footage. But I mean, yet again, this is another one of those snake block type of levels where you have to walk on something that's stupidly ridiculous to get to the next part. Like I said, I hate those type of levels. So of course they had to make not just one, but 2 of these stupid ones. And this one, like I said, is miles worse. You're walking on cubes, you can't jump at all, so you're even less limited to what you can do than the last one. Plus, the last one at least looks somewhat pretty. This one just looks like yet again, another Bowser Castle level. And it's not fun. It seriously is not fun. And like I said, I'm not the only one who's disliked these type of levels. I know a lot of people who do not like these levels. And yeah, it's not good. And not even the music is good, which is sad, because at least the music can tell you something, but nah, not this time. This level's bad for sure, and it definitely deserves top 10 worst.
Number 4.
So as you could tell already, this is another one of those stupid 100-second levels. Whoopee. And this one being called Red Hot Run. Oh my, that's all I wanted to do. Run around another one of those stupid lava levels just to get to the other side. This one is worse than the beach level because A, you're at a beach. B, it's easier to die in Red Hot Run. C, you have power-ups and things. Timers. And also, you're not in what looks like a hell version of a Bowser Castle. Like, seriously, this level is so bad. I can't take it. I don't like the running type of levels, so it's just really hard for me to like it. And yeah, not only is this a running level, it's also a stupid 1 minute timer. And if you die, you go back. So have fun dying. There's no checkpoints at all. And unlike the beach level, if you die in this one, you literally just go in the fire. Beach level, at least, you just die. I don't know. This one just seems more intense to me, and it's just so bad. And don't even get me started on getting those green stars. Oh my gosh, those are a pain in the butt. There's nothing good about this stage, and we are heading into the horrible stages now. We left the could be somewhat good stages to the horrible ones. Not much I have to add about this one. It's bad, so let's move on.
Number 3.
So as you can see, here at number 3 is Cosmic Cannon Cluster. We have reached, like I said last time, like Red Hot Run, the bad stages, like the honestly horribly bad stages. You might think this is the last level in the game, so yeah, it's bad. No, this actually isn't the last level in the game. It gets harder from here. And as I said before, millions of times, I am not the hard type of person. I hate levels that makes you do 50 million things just to get to the flagpole. Those are just some of the worst stages ever. And I'd say they're worse than the 100 seconds and almost even snake block levels as well, and that is saying a lot. So Cosmic Cannon Cluster is one of those stages that I always failed at as a kid, and it took me a long time to beat this stage. I can't tell you how long it took me to finally beat this stage. It is horrible. The only thing I like about this stage is the second part, because that's the easiest part, where you're swimming through water. Even that is boring, though, and that's never a good thing. This first section obviously isn't horrible, but one of the worst things ever is climbing up cannonballs. I have never ever seen a game where you had to climb up cannonballs just to get to your next destination. And trust me, it's a lot harder than it looks. You have to perfectly time it out, and it is just ridiculous trying to time it all. Plus, you have to watch out and make sure it doesn't hit you and all that stuff. This is the first level we reached that I've had to use the Tanuki Leaf to reach just to do this level. And because this section is so hard, I can't even show you how awful the ending is as well. The ending, you have to stand on those teeny tiny square platforms, you know, like what we talked about at number 10, to get up and move on to the next area. Plus, you have to hit some odd areas as well, or you have to hit these question mark things that make ya. I don't even have words. It moves the path so you can go that way. It's hard to explain. It's much easier to see it when you play the game. This is that water section I was talking about. Probably my favorite part of this level. And yes, it's an auto-scroller. That's how much this level sucks. It is definitely an awful level, and it definitely does not deserve to be a level. If you want to unlock World Mushroom and World Flower, you have to complete this awful stage. The only positive I have about this stage is at least there is checkpoints, at least there is power-ups, and at least It's not god-awful long. And at least it has one easy section to get you to at least relax you for the last area. And of course, the music is fine too. I actually really love the music. But those are the only good things about this stage. Otherwise, it is awful and it definitely deserves the top 10 worst. And it is very close to Red Hot Run. I was debating which one was worse, so let's move on.
Number 2.
Mystery House. I really love these levels. They're a lot of fun. Wait a minute. I have to collect 50 stars? Actually, no, I think it's 30, but 30 stars, sorry, not 50. So yes, if you haven't guessed already, this is the Mystery House Marathon. And this is the last Mystery House you will play. And as you can tell, I died right away. That's how bad this one is. This one, honestly, is the worst. Mystery House Marathon. I have to complete 30 different things. 30 different things. And yes, that might not sound like a lot, but 30! Every other Mystery House only went up to at least 10, but 30. Are you kidding me? That is way too much. By halfway, you're already tired, and you cannot make a single mistake. This is literally a marathon. And boy, oh boy, is it fun. Oh yeah, by fun, I mean it is god-awful bad. I don't know anyone who would like this one. I'm sure people would rather play the other Mystery House levels where they're easy and fun. This one is not fun. This one does not want me to... This one doesn't make me want to take a break from the game. Or take a break from the levels. It makes me want to take a break from the Mystery Houses after this. After I finally complete all of them, it's like, yes, I finally did it. But that's never happened before. Like, even now, even almost a decade after this, I've had this game, I still didn't beat the whole game. I'm not saying a lot, because I played this game a lot. It's by far one of my favorite. It's by far probably my second favorite Mario game. I'd say it's miles better than Galaxy and 64 and Sunshine, all those stupid ones. I'm just kidding. Those ones are fun as well, but this one is definitely one of the better ones. Especially because Bowser's Fury's on this one now, too. Alright, I failed. So, because we failed, we don't need to go on longer. It's bad, and it definitely makes top 10 worst for me.
And now, the number 1 worst Super Mario 3D World level is...
So as you can see, I mean, obviously, the worst stage ever is definitely, by far, Champion's Road. Ugh! I can't tell you how many times I played this stage and quit because I just couldn't do it. It is probably the hardest Mario level to date, and that is saying a lot, especially after playing games like 3D Land and Odyssey and those last levels. Odyssey's last level actually isn't horribly bad. It can be fairly easy at times. There's actually power-ups. This one, there is no power-ups, there is no checkpoint flags, and it is long. Remember how I was complaining about Cannon Cluster, Cannon, whatever the heck that one's called? At least that one had power-ups and checkpoint flags. This one has nothing. It's just Mario, a bunch of enemies, and a bunch of bullcrap. Like, I am serious when I say this is by far the worst level I have ever seen in any Mario game. And that's saying a lot, especially playing a lot of Mario games. And look at that, I died already. You know a level's bad when you die at the first area. What the heck was in Nintendo's mind when they decided they should create something as hectic as this? Like, what is this? This is madness! Like, I can't tell you how many times I have failed on this level just because I want to freaking do it. Obviously, I have done this stage before. I have finished it. And however, that was only on the Wii U version. This is the Switch version. I haven't even finished it once on the Switch version yet. Well, duh, it just came out this year. But I didn't even finish it this year. I didn't even finish it yet. I don't know anyone who would like this stage. Only if you're obsessed with hardness. Otherwise, I can't see why you would love this stage. If you do, then I'm happy you like this stage because I hate it. It is god-awful bad, and that's horrible and that's pretty bad because I love this game. This game is so much fun. But when I play Champions Road, it reminds me of how awful some levels can actually be. You have to go across platforms, go on beat blocks, you have to destroy enemies, you have to spell out thank you. It's like, dude, just get me done. The reason why I'm always dying here at this first area is because I don't have the Tanuki suit. If you want me to tell you how to get past a lot of this, get the Tanuki suit. Do not play it as regular Mario, Cat Mario, or any of that stuff. Get the Tanuki suit and you'll get further. Because that's how I've gotten pretty far, but I've always failed at the stupid last one. Because why? Because you have to run across these stupid platforms while avoiding electric thingies. It is horrible. And I don't know if there's a stage as bad as this one. There is only one positive thing to this stage, when it ends. And of course, the music is good as well, coming from Mario Galaxy. And I think it's a good and better remake than what it originally was. Obviously, there's no way ever that I'm gonna do this section right here. So we're just gonna walk around and just talk for a little bit then. Like I said, I don't know anyone who would like this stage unless if you're obsessed with hardness. Obviously, people do it. Like, you can beat this stage, it's possible. But man, you have to be a champion to beat this one. You thought that Canyon Cluster was hard? This one will laugh in that one's face and say, no, I deserve the hard roll. I don't have words. The only words I have for this one is it's horrible. I don't know why Nintendo would I don't know why they're obsessed with making so many hard levels. Like, at least after this game, they kind of slowed down on the hard levels and they made them somewhat easier, like Mario Odyssey. But Mario Odyssey is still hard as well. But Champions Road is definitely 100% the worst level in not only Super Mario 3D World, but probably the worst level I have ever played, ever. And that is saying a lot because I have played a lot of Mario games. So, I mean, there's not much I have to add about this one. It's horrible, it's awful, there's nothing good about this stage except for the music. And it definitely is the worst 3D World stage. So, with that, I hope you all enjoyed this different video. Obviously, I made it a day I wasn't working, and I'll probably be making another one very soon, and what do you think that one's gonna be? Probably the best stages in Mario 3D World, because of course, you can't just end it on the worst stage and just leave it there. This game is very good, and I would love to make the best stages as well. And because, obviously, I love the game, I'll do it. So, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'll see you all probably this week sometime with the, I guess, second part. Bye!